so I know everybody loves or at least dreamed at one point in time to have, superpowers out there, but I want y'all to think about this, and I want y'all to think about this real hard, and just know, it doesn't mean we don't like the powers, but it would suck to have it just randomly happen and you have no idea what the fuck is going on, right? So, what is the worst power to have manifest randomly? You feel me? Just randomly. Like you just wake up, or even not even wake up, you sleeping, and then boom, these powers are with you, right? How the fuck would you feel? And let alone, what is the worst power to have manifest? So with that being said, let's go. Off the rip, we have to talk about manifesting Black Bolt's power. That is the little worst one I could fucking think of, you feel me? Because he can't talk. He literally can't talk. You literally fucking open your mouth and it just imagine saying good morning to your parents whenever you wake up. They're dead. I think that's literally his damn origin story. He smokes his parents just because his power is activated. And then all of a sudden, hey, wow, gone. Imagine that. I snore, my nigga. Like, I dead ass snore. So I'm over here snoring. Half my house is gone. My fucking girl's gonna be like, what the hell just happened? Well, I think I got Black Bolt's power. I can't even talk to her. I couldn't even say that. I would have to type it out for the rest of my life. I would literally have to develop a way to never speak again and just roll with it by either typing shit out or doing sign language. But yeah, that would literally fucking suck. You literally have to become a mute, and there's no way, bro. Manifesting Black Bolt's power literally has to be one of the worst things that ever happened to anybody, dog. Fuck that noise. Next on the power list that would be awful to manifest randomly is decay. That literally probably would be, one of the worst way to go about it. We see all what happened with Shigaraki, you feel me? Like, granted, the problem could be solved by just putting literally a glove on that can just cover two of your fingers or whatever, and you're good. But imagine you don't know what the fuck is going on, and you just going for a hug or whatever, and it randomly says, all right, I guess the mutation or whatever the power just decided to activate, and you literally decay somebody mid-hug or mid-high five or anything like that. You literally are going to commit murder or something like that by accident if that shit happens. Fuck that. I could not imagine hurting someone or decaying my house or something like that just because this shit decided to pop up. And I don't even know what the hell happens. So if someone who's never seen My Hero or anything like that, if you develop Decay's power and you don't know or at least have a reference of whatever the fuck is going on, you're cooked. You're cooked. I mean, granted, yeah, now you got iPhones and anything like that. All you got to say, hey Siri, then all of a sudden you can call somebody like that to ask for help or something like that. But in the minute of panic, in the minute of a whole something like that being manifested, that would suck. You would probably accidentally commit murder, and that really would be awful. I ain't gonna hold you. So, decay, fuck that. That would be terrible. Next on the list is teleporting. Yeah, I love teleportation. I think it's one of the best powers out there, but you gotta think about it like this. It's I don't know if I'm using the right reference for Jumper, because it's been a minute since I've seen Jumper, but imagine you just randomly just walking somewhere and whatever, or you wake up and you realize you teleported to someplace you've never fucking been in your life. Imagine I'm waking up in Egypt or in Greenland, Switzerland, whatever the fuck. You don't even know. You don't even know. You be in the middle of fucking Africa or whatever, or in the middle of some remote island, and you have no idea how the hell you got there. And you don't even know how your teleportation works. You can go from a certain amount of time, or not a certain amount of time, a certain amount of distance, or you can only go to places you've ever seen, or it can just be random, you gotta focus or anything like that. There's a midst of panic, son. Teleporting would be fucking awful, especially if you don't know where the hell you're at off the rip. You can go to places like Europe, at least some of them speak English, you feel me? You can go to places if you randomly teleport to Japan or anything like that, cool. A lot of places do speak English, or at least a language you need to speak. But what if you get put in the tundras of fucking Russia or Antarctica, where there's nearly no people out there, and you're freaking the fuck out how are you gonna teleport back, or even figure out how you even did that? That would suck. That would literally suck. Granted, once you get a hold of it and get the teleportation power down, then yeah, nothing else matters. Nothing literally else matters. But manifesting at random, you don't know where the hell you will land. You don't know where you would end up at. That would literally be one of the worst things that ever happened to anybody. You feel me? That would suck. I ain't gonna hold you. Power's cool, but when you just randomly manifest like that, you don't know what the hell could happen. That's terrifying. Next up on this list is flying. Now, again, flying is cool, but it would be like the Invincible scene where Mark is like, let me see if I can figure this shit out. But randomly, and then you just start flying. Oh, like, cool, I can fly. But then, here's the worst part about it. How do you stop? That's the shit that nobody even has an answer for. How do you stop? Because you can keep being like him, keep going up, 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 and then you fucking get out into the stratosphere and the upper atmospheres of the fucking earth, and then you're just free falling. You don't have invincibility. If you just strictly have flying and you're coming down like that, like a fucking comet or a damn asteroid, you're dead. You're dead. Like, that would literally be ass. Unless you fucking knew, like, that, you know, it's time our power should be manifesting. Maybe tie your waist to a tree and then try to figure out flying like that. But if it just randomly happens and you don't know how to fucking stop, if you get too high, you're pretty much done. That would be so fucking scary, dog. No, I could not do it. Next on the list is intangibility, which is basically phasing. Like, phasing through any, like, physical object or anything like that. Again, one of my favorite powers. But it did bring like something up to me when I was watching X-Men Evolution. Love that show. And now Shadowcat literally figured out that she had powers, her mutation powers kicked in, is when she phased through her fucking house and ended up in a damn basement. Because she was subconsciously thinking about falling, whatever, and she literally fell and brought half of her stuff through the walls and like through the ceiling and shit like that and fell through it. She's just lucky she just stopped at the basement. She could have kept going within like the earth. It could have been like the center of the earth and she did not fucking wake up at all. You know how scary that is? Like, at one point, you can think, you know, you're just suddenly, you know, chilling, whatever, and you start phasing through the couch, phasing through your floor, phasing through everything, and you just end up like, what, in the earth? And the fucking 6 feet under? You just bury yourself alive because you don't know how to stop it? That's scary. That's scary as hell. So, yeah, no, intangibility, that would be one of the worst things to happen, especially if it's just randomly manifesting. Nah, I'm good. I'm definitely going off that. That would be way too fucking scary, dog. Next on this list is Arctic Blast, like Cyclops. Literally a fucking kinetic punch coming out of your eyes. That is the worst. I think that's legit one of the worst mutant powers to ever being manifest on anybody. How the hell would you even know? Like, it does remind me of that horrendous ass Wolverine Origins movie, but like, my eyes fucking hurt. And then, boom, you open your eyes, someone just literally hit you as hard as fuck with a damn kinetic blast. Who the hell is gonna think of, you know, I need ruby in colored sunglasses to prevent this damn beam killing anybody around me? You're done. I would hate to have that. You can never open your eyes again unless you have those specific glasses. Again, who's gonna think about that? Who's actually gonna be smart enough like Xavier to be like, you know what? I can create some glasses like that so you can be A-okay. But having that shit just randomly fucking just manifest out of nowhere, imagine being at school and then, you know, you just randomly just open your eyes in blast goes and half the school is destroyed, let alone half those people might get killed if you trip and fall, and then boom, that blast is literally just destroying everything. Awful. That, oh my god, that would be so terrible, dog. Next one, this is telepathy, dog. Now, with mind reading, it is a cool thing. Mind takeover, everything like that, that is a cool power to have. But the beginning part of it would be ass. You gotta call a spade a spade. That literally would be fucking awful. You will look like you're tweaking out on drugs because you're like, oh my fucking head, all these people are talking. Pinwheels in my head, voices, angry fish.
How's he doing? Not good.
And nobody's saying a fucking thing around you. Like, you can be in class in the library and all of a sudden you just hear everybody's voice in your head and you are just tweaking out in the corner like, stop. You look like a crackhead.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
On top of having one of the worst headaches known to man, especially if you're in a mega level mutant, you can hear the world's voices.
Jean, what's wrong?
Scott, help me. I can't stop it. I can't.
That would suck. That would 100% fucking suck. I would not want to deal with everybody's thoughts in my noggin, and so I figure out I just gotta focus on one thing and one thing only. That just sounds like just a migraine times a million, and I really don't want to deal with that crap, you feel me? But yeah, telepathy is a cool power, but the power that just manifests randomly and suddenly I can hear everybody's thoughts, no, I'm good. That absolutely sounds like just pure D dog shit. And the second to last power up here is gonna be Rogue's basically ability to steal powers, but I can do no physical touch until I figure it out. I couldn't give my girlfriend a hug. I couldn't give my mom's a hug. I couldn't even pet my own dog. I couldn't do none of that. Nothing with physical touches. Gloves, yeah, I gotta cover B head to toe every single time, and I cannot make sure physical touch happens to me. That literally sucks. I understand people are gonna say that's why she craved physical, attention from Magneto, because granted, she can't do nothing with Gambit. I understood that part, but like, that would suck. That legitly can suck. I couldn't hug nobody. I couldn't be intimate, and not just in that way, but I couldn't do nothing. I can't dap up my homies. I can't do nothing that shit. That would suck. The power would be cool. I can steal anybody's like thoughts, potentially kill them. But imagine you being intimate with your partner, and I mean intimate in the biblical sense, and then your power fucking manifests. They're cooked. You accidentally kill somebody because you have no idea what's going on, and then now you have all the memories, but basically possibly legitimately kill them if you didn't get out of there fast enough. So Rogue's power is cool, but that is dangerous. Having that shit randomly manifest, that would suck. That would 100% fucking suck. And last on this list is immortality. Imagine an elder god or some shit like that come up to you and be like, hey, my boy, you're immortal now. What? I don't even want to be immortal. Like, hey, you about to be immortal, make amends with it. Just know you basically have to figure out all your emotions on how you're going to figure out, like, you are going to watch everybody die. Everybody you know and love die. And you can't do nothing about it. Mazel tov. I would hate my life. I would literally hate that shit. Being immortal is overrated. I don't care what nobody said. That shit is mad overrated. I would not want immortality at all. At all. That just does not seem appealing at all. And just randomly manifest. So what happens when the earth dies and it explodes? You're just suffocating, reincarnating, like, what are you gonna do, bro? Like, nah. Someone tell me I got immortality powers, that would suck. I ain't gonna. That would be one of the worst things that can happen to me. As you can see, there ain't many black vampires out there.
Oh, don't you? Yes. You're the Black Eyed Peas.
I don't want to be immortal forever. Let me go. Let me go to the pearly gates when my time has come. But if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share everything you know. And comment down below, what power would be the worst to manifest randomly? You feel me? Like, that can be as a kid, subconsciously, whatever. What would be the worst power to manifest at random? But it's your boy Easy. Till next time, y'all.